Alright, hi everyone, this is BDevine of course, and this is take 2. I made like a 40-minute video and the sound was all crackly. So anyway, here I am again, and we're going to look at the frequency for the week ahead. I'm also going to do a little bit of a declaration and breathing technique for you, and the animal guardians are around, so I'm gonna do some of those as well. Now, I was getting into some pretty heavy information in my last video, and I've known for a long time now that if something happens to the video that I'm making, or if something like doesn't work or whatever, then I just make another one and go ahead with it, rather than giving up thinking that it's not the right time or something. I'm the opposite. If my video can't go up, or there's a sound issue or some kind of problem or something, then I just go ahead and start again. So that's what's going on here, and I'm sure it'll be even better than the first video. So, first of all, if you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. You're going to learn a lot. And if you've been around for a long time, I welcome you again. Thank you very much. I just want to quickly say, for October, I will be doing a YouTube live 7-part webinar for October. So if you are a patron in the flame tier, you can't just be, it has to be in the flame tier, because the ordinary patrons won't receive this information. It's just people who really want to upgrade and bring in the next round of information and have a good grasp of it and really start using the practices. And if you're interested in that, then once a month I will be live on YouTube, and then you can ask me questions. You'll also receive PDFs of every procedure that we do and all of the information, etc. as well. So I hope that you'll be a part of this. I hope that this is something that grows, because it's your opportunity to work with me personally and ask me questions as well. So there's that. If you're a YouTube Flame Tier member, unfortunately I can't adjust the pricing and I can't put in PDFs. So, you know, you can still be there on YouTube, but I may have to just copy and paste my PDFs. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to work that for if you're a Flame Tier on YouTube. Anyway, October, you don't want to miss that one, because that's the whole Samhain, Halloween energy, or Samhain, or whatever you want to say. Okay, too much to go over today for this flame frequency. A living transmission to awaken the codes within you, to burn through all of the noise and return you to your sacred flame. Voice of the flame is also you. Everything that you say ignites whatever it is that you're saying, whatever it is that you're writing, whatever it is that you're thinking. The universe doesn't know the difference between thought and word, and instead starts generating what it is you're saying. This is why you and I, everybody, is the voice of the flame, the voice of light. And actually, I'll go over it again in case you didn't see video I did once before. Just give me a second. Okay, this is an old book, The Dictionary of Symbols, by J.E. Solo. I actually have an ebook version of this. I'm more than happy to share it if you're a patron. I can share it there or on Telegram. Okay. Don't know if I'm allowed to share it, but why not? Okay, so I'm just going to read to you flame. And then we're going to do some breathing techniques and a nice big declaration. All right, here we go. Where are you? There it is. Okay. Okay, so this is just a quick version. There are certain significant points of contact between the flame and light. For this writer Bachelard, the flame symbolizes transcendence itself, whereas light signifies the effect of the transcendental upon the environment. But flame indicates the actual process of transcendence, not just the thought of it or not just the effect of it. You see, the whole process comes under the flame. The alchemists attributed the value of gold to the fact of it being a receptacle for the element of fire or the sun. So the alchemist attributed the value of gold to the fact of it being a receptacle for the element of fire. Okay, so extremely valuable. Gold is fire. The Greeks represented the spirit as a gust of incandescent air. So that's just the quick version of that. And when you look up the Chinese meaning or the solar rites for fire, they use red jade, they call it Chang, and it symbolizes fire. In Egyptian hieroglyphics, fire is also related to the solar symbolism of the flame and associated in particular with the concepts of life and health, understanding that the health of a person is regulated by what? The body temperature, the heat in your body, right? So it is allied with the concept of superiority, showing that the symbol had by this time developed into an expression of spiritual energy. Okay, so anyway, fire, they have bonfires, Bridget with the hearth fire, the fire that being the center of the home, etc., etc. It goes on and on and on. So the way, instead of trying to explain it further and further and further, understand that it is a transformational energy. It is something that is within each of you. It is light. It's the same thing. Okay. However, you're encoded inside of yourself where you've locked yourself down or created hidden vaults in your body. Okay. So that your power and your knowledge would not be misused. Okay. We're here to safely open these areas up within you, and this is what I'm going to be teaching you. This is information that is absolutely vital for the next 25 years on this planet, especially where people are trying to understand what they've learned before and the new terminology for things. Okay, so healing being reconstruction, and channeling being streaming information, and something that's false, we use mirror techniques for this. And it's not looking into a mirror and doing a technique like that. It's creating mirrors around you, etc., in a different way. I'll explain all that later. Okay. So, the templeoftheflame.com, www.templeoftheflame.com, is the academy. It used to be formerly the Divine Light Leaders Academy. Is now called the Temple of the Flame Academy. In there, you're going to still find free things to do. You're still going to find semester 1, 2, 3 of that academy, okay? But coming will be sort of a part 2 section, and in there, you'll be able to purchase the monthly webinars or courses that will be coming probably in the new year that are directly related to opening up those locked areas of the self, helping you to understand prophecy, helping you to understand your abilities, healing, reconstruction, how to stream, how to channel, all of that in this new way. as well as working on the grids and the ley lines and timelines, seeing the timelines, working with your abilities in a much bigger, more powerful way. Again, whatever's locked down is going to open up. So this is going to be important. Also working with a lot of different deities that we've known. Sekhmet is one of the biggest ones. And all your angels, all the guardians, all of the energies with Atlantis, Lemuria, all the things that we really love and we're fascinated with. I have got some information for you all. So I hope that you will follow your dreams and really understand the false light wants you to have dependency. Flame sovereignty gives you freedom. Freedom for you to unlock your own stuff, unravel it, understand it, and start working with it, and your life really begins to change. So because there is so much crazy in the air, and a lot of people have scrollitis is what I call it. They just can't stop scrolling, commenting, and being angry and arguing and all of that sort of stuff. It can affect us on a collective level, and it can affect us on a global level even, right? Where once someone puts a seed somewhere and says, hey, this person's saying this over here, go check it out, everyone's going to check it out. So this can cause some disturbances within your energy field. So I'm going to take you through a very, very simple grounding technique. And this one is connected with the color blue and green. You can even add gold in here if you want to. And normally when we work with our flame, it's a gold-white flame. But for this kind of an exercise, or settling the midsection, settling your nervous system, settling your stomach, let's use a blue-green flame when we do it. So it's quite easy. This sequence is a 4-2-6 sequence. So we breathe in for the count of 4. We're breathing in the blue-green flame. We hold for 2. And we release to dust all of the nonsense. Okay, to 6. Okay. And then I'm going to stabilize us with a declaration as well. So let's go. So firstly, as you breathe in for the count of 4, you are breathing in green, like this color, green, blue flame. Hold. And then as you blow out, imagine all your nonsense turning to dust, to ash. Okay? All right, here we go. Breathe in. Blue, green. Hold. Out. Breathe in. Blue, green. Hold. Out. Release. Breathe in. Blue, green lights. Flame. Hold. Release. I'll do this a couple more times. Okay. Breathing in. Blue, green lights. Hold. Release. Breathe in. Hold. Release. Now, you should start feeling a warmth through your body, just a lot more calm. Start to get yourself in a mode. There are longer breathing protocols for different things, and it starts to open reconstruction, healing, prophecy, whatever it is that you're looking for. Dragons, phoenix energy, angelic energy. I have got the goods. Okay? I've got plenty of this stuff. All right. Let's do a connection with our firewall. Okay? You have a firewall, goes all the way around you. Inside the firewall, we have sapphire blue lights. Okay? Inside this, on the outside of the firewall, we have a silver, strong, reflective mirror all the way around us. Okay? So we're going to spin all of those spin them. Imagine them spinning around you in a clockwise way. And if you want to, just take your hand, move around in a clockwise way, and it sort of gives you the momentum that you need, okay, to imagine your field spinning. And as I'm doing this, you're probably feeling this in your third eye, okay? All right, bear with me. All right. All right, and calm. All right, close your eyes for a moment. As a sovereign flame being, I hereby call upon the guardians from all directions of time and space, my loved ones, my spirit guides, angel guardians, all those who work with me from Source Light. If you are not from Source Light, you must leave immediately and never return. The mirror surrounding your firewall will divert away anything not of source. Allow that to happen. And breathe. Your firewall is connected into the center of the earth and right up into the center of the universe, incorporating all parts and pieces of who you are as a soul back into your being. The sapphire light is repairing any cracks or any issues in your auric field. The mirror is deflecting any negative vibes coming from you or towards you. And the firewall protects you from false energy approaching. If you have any concern in your mind right now about a person or a situation in particular, and you have your firewall on, imagine that person and ask that energy in your mind to move towards the firewall. Notice if the person gets bright, if the person grays out. And what does this tell you? It doesn't mean that if someone is not in your resonance anymore that they are evil. Please understand that. It just means that they're not in your resonance field right now. Do not edit what you just saw to fit the situation. It is what it is. If someone's not right for you, they will be grayed out or not able to move into your field, or you will feel constricted. If they are, you will feel lightness, you will feel warmth, and they will be able to easily move into the flame. Okay. We are protected, we are connected, we are aligned, we are recalibrating. And opening up to what it is that we need next on the journey. Okay, take a deep breath in and out. And you can shake your hands a little bit. And if you have a pen and paper, you might want to write down what it is that you were feeling or still feeling after that quick declaration. All right. Flame sovereignty ignites your power and encourages a new connection on your journey. It does not leave you waiting for somebody else. For example, I'm not making something happen to you, okay? You're making this happen to you by being open to it happening to you, because it's already encoded within you to open at the right time. I'm going to tell you what I know. I'm going to share with you techniques, but it's going to be up to you to embrace your own version of the voice of the flame, what that means for you, okay? Let's see what the animals have got to say. Goose, inner knowing. Talk to me, Goose. All right, you are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. See? Be confident that you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you're blessed. Let yourself fly. I don't know why there are so many people that are doubting all of the time or having problems all the time, other than you're giving your power away. Okay? You're giving your power and your energy away to other people, places and situations, and I get it, because you just want people to get it. You want people to understand you. You want people to get, but you have to understand you. That's all that matters. You can't be explaining yourself for the rest of your life, because you'll never move forward. You'll just be standing around in the same circle, right? You all have everything that you need and more. My goal in this whole world, is to open up that which you already have. Nobody did that for me. That was something that I figured out for myself and more, okay? But I'm telling you that once you do that, once you accept that you have it all within you and more than you realize, what will happen is that as soon as you have the acceptance, it actually triples. It's like it was going to be a little bit, and it just was like, oh yeah, they're ready. Yep. Okay. Boom. Out it comes, right? Starts to become a lot. You are going to need to write stuff down. I mean, I know I'm a writer and I just write and write and write, but that's how you learn to retain your memory. That's how you learn to open up the vaults that you've locked down. That's how you understand what automatic writing is, how you can learn to stream, to channel, how you can talk with your guides and your angels is by writing it down. Don't ever knock your imagination, because your imagination is the key, okay, to getting to a place that you did not imagine. Okay? It is 2025, and I started talking about all of this online 15 years ago. On video at least. 16 years ago online altogether. And I'm still saying that as you use your imagination, you will see things, you will sense things, you will feel things that you did not imagine. That is the key to the other worlds, if you want to put it that way. What do you imagine them to be? Sea otter. Happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. How cute is that? Surrender. Know that you're safe, and it's safe for you to be the one that does the protocols and does the work and opens up your own energy field in a way that is just right for you, right? Not too much, not too little, just right for you. And as you do this, more and more and more things will become available to you, I'm telling you. We got to choose happiness before we ever see, some people say, oh, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy if. It's like, well, if you decide now, right, then it's even more amazing when you have those wonderful things, because you've learnt that happiness comes from you, not anything else. It can make you relieved, but you have to make yourself happy. Comes the squirrel, always prepared. Okay. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all that you need. Don't let life's distractions, scrolling and all that nonsense, take you off course. You're never going to change some people's minds by being right there to argue with them. They're not changing your mind by arguing with you, and you're certainly not changing their mind by arguing with them. So many insults and so much BS going on around. I mean, they want us, the system at play that created all of this chaos in the beginning, love this. Problems, distractions, things not being delivered, things not being opened, things not being revealed. People worrying about this place and this people and those people. People worrying about whether this is going to happen or that or this. And they're going in and going in and going in. And someone says they have secret intel. And so people are there. They're like, oh yeah, the white hats are, go. That's not what it is. That's not what saves us. That's not coming from an alien ship or anything like that, okay? We will do the work. We will unseal the vaults that are placed in multi-dimensional places and also in different areas around the globe. So, last time I started talking about this, my sound cut out. So I'm going to try. There are vaults like locked down, okay? Sealed areas. They're not banks of gold. They are multi-dimensional archives and energy reservoirs. Every great civilized place, every great civilization, let's just say, placed its knowledge in temples, earth grids, crystalline networks. The Akashic Records is not just in the Akash area where you go to the magic library in the sky. There are records all over this planet and beyond. Now, as infiltration, that means the infiltration of this darker energy by permission, by the way, deepened, the Guardians began sealing the vaults to prevent misuse. They put them in a sense in quarantine, but they can be opened with a frequency match and a resonance of the right integrity. These vaults, these sealed places, these lost kingdoms, or whatever you want to call it, are not just in the places where you might think, like the Sphinx or the pyramids, right? Or the Andes Mountains, or Peru, right? Places like that, or Tobacco Tepe and, Machu Picchu and all those places. Not just the Uluru power places that we know of, yes, but also subsections of those places. Let me give you a hint. The very same reason why the Guardians, means the Guardians of the Earth, the Guardians of humanity, what you might call angels or guides, okay, ascended masters, those same beings that locked down these sacred record-keeping places because they didn't want the information to be misused or get in the wrong hands, okay, are telling you now that this is the very same thing that you have done within your actual physical body, is that you have sealed information and you wanted it kept away from the wrong hands. You've sealed it, you've vaulted it shut inside your body. You've quarantined it until you as a soul have been ready to open those locks, to open those vaults of information that are connected to the vaults of information to some degree around the globe and beyond. Think about that for a second. Do you think that this is the only life, okay, where you have been nervous about yourself, nervous about your journey, where you have been afraid of certain things, have had a fear of certain things, a fear of heights all of a sudden, or water all of a sudden, drowning or something like that? Do you think that this is the first life that you've had those things come up at a certain age, at a certain time? Or are those time echoes from another time in another place where you drowned, or you were lost or thrown off a cliff or something? Do you think that that just happened to you? Or do you think you might have had something that you wouldn't give up? It's more than likely what would have happened in many cases. You went to your grave with information. You were killed for your information. Do you think that's why, is it just this life? Or do you have timeline echoes that go on and on and on and on? Because those are the things that can come up as unexpected blockages in your life too. Locks, time locks. These are all things you're going to discover by working with me and through these webinars, personal transmissions. But I have this feeling that I won't be doing personal transmissions forever because there's too much else to do. There's too much else to prepare. So, or I may not be here. I don't know. Just whatever the case is, there is a vibration of me having to get this next lot of information out. And if you can just for a minute think to yourself that you may have locked down information inside of your body for fear of misuse. Okay, just like these big guardians began sealing the vaults to prevent misuse. That it can be opened when you have the right frequency. So can the Sphinx, and so can the pyramids when you have the right resonance frequency. And they can be opened when you step into that space of acceptance. Until then, it may not open because of fear and because of stress and because of nerves and because of whatever it is that you're telling yourself. But there will come a time when you'll say, I'm ready. And your voice will start to change because your voice holds the command points. And there are still guardians in place in your physical being protecting you, as well as guardians that are in all of these different places as well. And as I said before, your power ignites. The new connection begins on the journey. A frequency encoded with all of you that can never be stolen because it's your frequency, like your voice. Someone can pretend to be you, but they can never get your voice exactly you. Don't you realize how powerful then that the voice is? How every part of you cellular, glandular, all your organs, right? Everything. Let's just say all the meridians are listening to what your voice is saying as it holds the key to everything in your body. Your body is listening to what you're saying. So people say, I'm sick, I've got a flu, I'm really tired, I've got you. The body just goes, okay, that's what we're doing. That's how powerful you are. And I even hear it from some of the big spiritual people out there complaining, moaning, speaking about themselves in that way. Still haven't grasped that they're actually damaging themselves every time they say it. And then they have to try to fix it again. And then the fixing doesn't work and I'm not getting any healing. So understand that you have codes within your body that only your voice can open when the timing is right for you. How to access those points, how to do it, I can show you, I can help you, I can guide you, okay? Or you can sit there writing and channeling like I did and figure it all out. But opening the power places of the planet, opening the obelisks, opening all of the pyramids, opening the underground, underwater places, opening the places that are in the atmosphere or the energy quite close, or the Earth's auric field, let's just say. There's locks all through that. It goes on and on. You have the opportunity to step forward in a way that we haven't been able to do before, because all of the information that we've had before has been filtered. Okay? It's been filtered. Part of that is to control everybody to do the same thing. So spiritual people, readers, Reiki people are like, but I'm different. I'm different. Come to me. But you're doing the same process as somebody else. Why are you different? You're doing the same thing, aren't you? That's what people think. You know you're not. You know you're doing it in a different way. However, everybody's so used to how something is. It's like McDonald's. Everyone knows what you're going to get at McDonald's, right? That's why the advertising works so well. They know that when they go to McDonald's, they can get a Big Mac anywhere in the world. It's going to taste the same. They know what they're doing with as far as marketing. I don't really want to talk about McDonald's, but just for an example of you know what you're going to get if you see that. And unfortunately, with readers and people who channel and that, people see that as something that is weird because of the people who've been famous doing it in the past. It's as simple as that. And so when you're trying to stand out as someone different, it doesn't make any difference. So you can't do the same thing and try to do it in a different way. You have to open something that has been closed to the public. You have to reveal it, you have to understand it, and you have to start shifting into it even when nobody gets it. Because that becomes your code, your voice, your key. And it becomes mine, and the next ones, and the next ones. And each one of us have an important part in a big mysterious puzzle that we can put together. I don't expect everyone to get it. That's why I'm offering webinars each month, $55 a ticket. Bargain for all that you're going to get. If you want to do more training later, there will be other training at the Temple of the Flame. And there will also be things that I'm just going to add to the Temple of the Flame that are old Reiki methods, etc. I'll just end up, I won't be putting explanations about it. I'll just be putting it up there for you to download or grab the PDF or whatever you want to do, okay? And do with as you will. This week the frequency is focused on hidden information, files that you're sourcing, information that you're sourcing, not from anywhere, but from your body, from what you've locked down, and then people are like, I don't know. Believe me, you will know how to do things, okay? Pace yourself out, work with your breathing, put up your protection, focus, get away from the nonsense, distraction, the fear tactics. No need to comment on it. No need to repost someone's ridiculous BS just so you can say, here it is, everybody, look, I told you. Who cares, okay? I told you about digital IDs as well, and now the UK is doing it, or trying to roll it out. That was exactly the word I used a few weeks ago, and it's all falling apart. You do not want to anchor yourself in something that is falling apart, that only half the information has been given to you. And I know that I'm not talking to everybody when I'm making this video, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Understand that you have locked down areas of your body. Those locked down areas have low energy. The low energy areas are where you become unwell, okay? It's time to start working with yourself in a different way. No more looking outside of yourself to do it. Understand, okay, that only you have the key to unlocking your own vaults that have been there for a very, very long time. And vaults that, as they awaken, also match certain vaults that are around the earth, under the earth, in the sea, and also connected multidimensionally with the auric field, with other planets as well. And this is a system. It's a system that we had in an ancient time. And when we are in a place where something could be misused, we tend to lock it down again, okay? You're going to learn more about all of this and understand it and start putting it into practice. The scrolls are a soul document. It's active, a living transmission. It's alive. This is why when you listen to these particular videos or have your own transmission, it remains alive. The blueprint is open, and more information continues to flow. I have one person that has had quite a few transmissions now, and they are completely just moving away from everything else because this is so direct. It just gets to it cuts to the chase. There's no more nonsense, so to speak. So October is going to be really interesting. I've got more videos to come for October in particular, and I will be announcing soon the big live transmission activation for October. It will most likely be on the 19th of October, because the 21st is the new moon. I was going to do it on the 10th, but it doesn't seem like too much time for me to actually get all the information, really. But I think the 19th, so we can push forward to the new moon. It'll be sort of also activating some things for the end of October as well. So more about that soon. I hope that this was helpful to you. I hope it sort of sunk in a little bit. And I will be giving you some more tips and tricks and videos and things as we go ahead. But until the next time, sending many blessings, lots of love. Bye for now.